if I traded it all, if I gave
Welcome
it
back, everyone. My next guest has been on with me before. I have with me Michelle Miller, and she is with Damsel in Defense. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, good morning, Carol. How you doing?
Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
All right. Well, what I do, first of all, I'm prior military, prior Navy, and I got into a business called Damsel in Defense. I started probably the beginning of March of this year, and I just found a passion to really do something about all the crimes that we're hearing about with kids being abducted, women being violated, and it's just horrific listening to the news. So I thought, how can I be a part of the process instead of just sitting by and hoping it never happens to me or someone I love? So the company is called Damsel in Defense. And our mission is to go ahead and provide an education, empower, and equip women with tools, the products that we have to protect them in case they're in an unforeseen situation that may occur when they're out and about, whether they're shopping or with family members or just trying to get in their car when they leave Walmart.
Okay, well, that is a wonderful thing that you're offering, because there's a lot of people out there, especially right now, that are so concerned about people hurting us women, especially.
Uh-huh.
So you have made it real easy for everybody. Your website is now facebook.com by Michelle Miller.
That's it.
So all you have to do is go there, check her out, and look at some of these things. You know, what is the exact purpose? What are the different things that you have so that when they go up there, they can see everything that you have? Go ahead.
Excellent. We have everything from stun guns to Kubotans, which you may see is a martial arts tool, and it's kind of like a metal device, but anyway, you can carry it on your keychain. We also have little alarms that are good for the children. I call them my teens and my tweens, that have a little flashlight, a little alarm, and it's a panic alarm in case a young person is being abducted and they cannot scream. They can go ahead and press this little button, and it will make like a siren sound. And I tell my little ones, let it keep going until you're able to kick, scream, fight, throw up, do whatever you need to do until you're able to get away and get to the nearest female. So we have the alarms, the stun guns, the panic alarms for men as well. We also have people who travel. We have it's like a doorstop we call step off. You put it right by your door, and if anyone opens your door, it has the same alarm, siren type effect. We also have another device that's a flashlight, which is called Road Trip. That has a window breaker, a car seat cutter, an alarm, a strobe light, a blinking light. So it does everything, and it's magnetic around the frame of the light where it is emitted, so that you can put it on the hood of your car or the side of your car. So if you're in water, someone will find you. So we have a lot of good devices. Right now, we actually have some specials going on for the holiday season. So you want to definitely go and check it out, because our prices have been cut in half.
Wow, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So give us an idea what you mean when you say cut in half, and I'm going off here for a second,
Okay.
because some of these things are relatively inexpensive for
Right.
what they are already. Go ahead.
The pepper sprays and the Kubotans, as I mentioned before, they run for $10. So that's pretty inexpensive for someone to have safety, especially if you've ever been in a situation and then you're traumatized by it for the rest of your life and then you need to get counsel. $10 is nothing. As far as the stun guns that we have, they usually run about $50, but right now they're $25. And also the pepper sprays, instead of being 10, they're 5. So we have a lot of good stocking stuffers, and we have a lot of good gifts. And if nothing else, think about it this way. When you look at going to Walmart or going to Starbucks and you buy a coffee, a caramel macchiato for $7, we're offering something that's going to save your life and help you to get away from a bad situation, so that way you never have to worry about while you're out and about shopping. And one other thing about the pepper spray, we have a UV dye. So if the perp gets away after you spray them, you give minimal description of that perp, up to 7 days later, that will show up. Whether he or she showers or take a bath, it will show up under a black light. So to me, that's worth $10 or $5 right now during the holiday season if I actually am a coffee drinker and I buy Starbucks. So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win no matter what.
Yes,
I don't care if you buy Starbucks or not. It's a great price that you're offering for everybody. It's all 50% off right now.
Exactly.
Check them out at facebook.com by Michelle Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I want to go back into some of these other things here, because
Okay.
you had mentioned in your media kit that it mentions that local and national statistics. Can you tell about some of those things?
Absolutely. We have checked out FBI.gov, and we know that every 26 seconds there's a violent crime occurring. Every 40 seconds, a child is being abducted. So, Carol, you and I have been talking now, maybe 4 minutes? So there's something occurring right now in our country. 1 in 3 women experience domestic domestic violence from their partners. 1 in 3. And then 1 in 5 is what our stats were earlier, but now it's 1 in 4 women are survivors of rape. So those stats are alarming, and what we want to do is minimize that. So that's why we want to empower our women, equip them, and educate them on you do not have to be a victim in this day and age. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. You do not, whether it's someone you know that's in your family, your neighbor, someone that you just met on the street, you do not have to be a victim. And every woman that I come in contact with, I want to let them know that they do not have to succumb to the crimes that are being emitted on us.
Now, again, it's facebook.com by Michelle Miller. And Michelle is Michelle.
Correct.
Because there's different ways of saying it. It says
Correct.
spell in it, so I thought I would just say that too. So why, you got involved for, again, what reason? Did something ever happen to you?
Yeah, I actually had some events that took place in my life when I was a lot younger, and actually I'm a victim of 2 crimes without going into any major details, but it has affected my life and how I think, how I approach people, and just how I interact with my coworkers, how I interact with family. And so, like I said, I would prefer someone to have some type of a protection, so that way if something ever happens, they have a way out. Because if you actually become a victim, the horrific traumatic events, just like PTSD, the nightmares that you relive over and over again about that event of what you could have done differently or why it happened to you or so forth, I would prefer to prevent someone from having to go through that than to go through it and then now have to get counsel for the rest of their life because they're trying to get past that.
Everything is 50% off right now. The holidays, it's a great, give the person the gift of, what would I say, peace of mind.
Correct. I've had people tell me, and it's ironic, when I do shows, so I do speaking engagements, I do home parties, I've actually been at high school ball games, I've been at sexual assault awareness 5Ks, so people continually call me to come to different events, and my goal is to go wherever I can because I think it's a blessing to be able to, again, empower and educate women because the company is fairly young. We're only 4 years old, so a lot of people are not familiar with Damsel in Defense. So if you are interested, like she said, go to facebook.com, check out my site, and if you're interested, shoot me an email or shoot me a chat, and I can go ahead and hook up with you. Come out to maybe a women's event that you're having. Come to your job. I actually come to jobs, and when people have their lunch break or their monthly meeting, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a person that just wants to have more safety in your life, I'm interested in coming out to talk with you.
Now, your phone number is area code 602 614-2047.
Correct.
So I want to give that out because, you know what, that's a great idea. There's a lot of people out there that have offices, especially if you're a real estate office. It sounds like an awesome thing for people out there to get heard, come in, talk to you a little bit about safety.
Absolutely.
And also to be able to, everything's 50% off right now. So check her out. It's facebook.com by Michelle Miller. Her number again, I'm going to say it slowly for everybody. It's 602-614-2047. I want to go back, especially now. Yes, for women, we know. We all know. But it's also for men, too.
Exactly.
Not necessarily. There are fun colors in here for lots of anybody who would like a fun colored device or what have you.
Right.
But it isn't just for women. It is also for men as well.
So men, check us out. We have a lot of products, yes, that are pink and ombre, green and teal, but we do have the black and blues for our men. And you might like the pink, but we do have products for the men that's on the special on my website now. So please check us out. Sad to say, I've actually run into men who've been in a bad situation, and the police have outfitted them with our products, ironically. So we are out there trying to make sure that everyone is safe. So please don't think that this is just a female thing. I've actually been asked to talk to elementary schools because there is bullying and boys are being, violated. So the products are for everyone.
Now, you also carry other products besides stun guns and pepper sprays. Let's real quickly get those out, too.
Okay, well, the stun guns is the main seller that I like, and most people like that. But we also have a bracelet that's called a whistle. So young people can wear the bracelet, and if they need to, they can pop it off, and they can use it as a whistle, as a deterrent. You can also open it up because it's an 8 to 9 foot paracord. So I tell people they can actually use it to hang up clothes if they're out camping, or they can haul a hiker up the mountain if they should need to. The main thing that I see that we have is the pepper sprays, which is our main seller. But like I mentioned, the step off, which is the door alarm. We also have a mock, looks like a lotion bottle or a hairspray that you can actually hide your jewels in. So if you're a traveler and you want to leave your jewels out in a hotel and it does not have a safe, you can use what we call sassy skincare. I did mention also the road trip that has the alarm, the seatbelt cutter, as well as the flashlight. We also have a stash on the dash, which is, for most women, when we're out and about, we're in the car and we think, oh man, I wish I had a safety pin. I wish I had a bobby pin. I wish I had, and you can fill in the blank. Well, there's this little pouch that you can have now and keep it in your glove compartment, and you have everything you need. Also, too, we have a little pouch that says, give me a sign. So if you're ever on the side of the road and you need to put up a sign, you could do that. Also, too, we have what we call junk in the trunk. We have a play on words. It's like a little bitty case, and it has a 12-foot cord for charging your battery. It has your raincoat if you need it. So it has a lot of good devices without me going into details. So we have a lot of good things on our site. Again, we want you to be safe, whether you're on the road, whether you're in your office, whether you're in your home. The goal is for you to now have some type of a safety net if you should need to use something to protect yourself.
Her phone number is 602 what is it? 614 2047. That's 602 614 2047. It's facebook.com by Michelle Miller. And I just want to really get out. We only have a few seconds, but I just want to get out too. How safe, is it really that the kids can actually carry some of these? Some of the devices, like the wristband, sounds perfect for them.
Exactly. And in most schools, parents, I want you to check with your school to see what's good for them, what they can carry in their school. But it's up to you also about your child and their safety and their level of maturity. And lastly, our stun guns have a disabled pin. So if you do have that, don't worry about the kiddos getting into that. So Merry Christmas, happy shopping, and let's be safe and sassy.
I'll tell you something. This is awesome. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a child, whether you are a man, check her out at facebook.com by Michelle Miller. Call her, especially if you have a real estate agency.
Yes.
That's perfect for them at 602 614 2047.
Absolutely. Thank you.